Hey guys, it's Margie the Bootleg Knitter, and I have not done a video since March. I don't know why. I've just been busy, tired at night, and I just realized I have that fan going on over my head. So you remember like back in the day they'd have those little hats and they had the propeller on the top? That kind of is what that reminds me of. Maybe if I kind of go like that. You know, I'm going to turn that off because that's going to drive me nuts. And it might drive you nuts too. All right. There, that's better. So, all right, this is me, no makeup. I did brush my hair today. I did brush my teeth. I'm just kind of hanging out today. I did not go to the gym. I was a little sore from the weekend, like not even sore, just exhausted and achy. So I'm like, all right, let's take another day off from the gym. So I'll be heading back to the gym tomorrow, doing my CrossFit. So what am I doing? I am making Rolags. So a Rolag is just like kind of like the word sounds. You roll fiber into a log, but it's spelled R-O-L-A-G. So this is a Rolag of Correadale fiber. And I added some, this is Angelica, I believe. I can't remember because I ordered Tencel, I ordered Angelica, and all this other shiny stuff, and I can't remember what's what. So if you hear music in the background, my mom's practicing her piano. So these are Rolags, and what I do with these is when I demonstrate at the fairs, I give these to the little kids because they think it's fun, and I have fun names for them. When they're pink and blue and light green with sparkles, I call it unicorn poop or unicorn fluff, and I think that's funny. I am calling these pumpkin logs or pumpkin rolls because they are the color of fall. So I have a bunch. They're very light and fluffy. Here's all my lovely colors and sparkles. So what I will do is when I'm at the fairs, I will demonstrate how I spin on my great wheel. And then after I spin, if I have the kids help, they spin the wheel. And the wheel's big. It's like I'm 5'9", and it's like even with my head, it's a really big wheel. And then I give the kids a Rolag and they get all happy. So how do I make these? So what I did is I had a bunch of Correadale fiber. I have some orange, some red, some yellow. And the key with making nice Rolags is you do not want a lot of fiber on your hand carders. Just a nice little bit. So my hand carder is pretty clean. This is a medium hand carder, not extra fine, it's a medium. And I take my dog comb and I very gently clean it out in between when it gets nasty. And now it's nice and clean. So I'll put a little bit of red. Thin that out a little bit of red, tiny bit more red, I think, right? A little bit more red. Okay, so here's my red. Then I take some orange, put some orange on there, a little bit more orange. And then I will take some yellow and add some yellow, a little bit more yellow. It looks like I'm adding a lot, but I'm not. You can see how it's just a little bit, not a lot of fiber on there. And then I will take my sparklies, I have gold, and I'm going to add a couple of sparkles on there. I'm going to put it down for a second so I can use my hand to get them to stay. Okay, so here's my sparkles. So not a lot. So that's kind of the key to make nice, light, fluffy Rolags, is not a lot of fiber. And then I'm just going to gently, you want to kind of grab the fiber and then go out and up. Grab the fiber, out and up. The teeth barely even touch. You hear that? Listen. And then that little bit of extra that's on there, I will put my carders perpendicular to each other and I pick up that last little bit. So now I want to blend that a little better. Take the other side. Again, very lightly. Nice and airy. I want nice airy. You never like grind the carders into each other. I kind of think of it as like when you kiss somebody on the cheek and you just go nice and easy, little kiss, little gentle kiss. Or like tell a secret. Just like, okay, nice and easy. Again, I only have a little bit on it this time. So again, perpendicular, and I'm going to wipe it on there. And now you see how nice and fluffy it is. It reminds me of back in the day, those troll dolls. Remember the dolls with the hair? My dog is sneezing over there. So then I'm going to take it and I'm going to roll to get it started. See how it's just kind of gripped on there nicely? And I'm going to take my other hand carder, so they're against each other, and then very gently, not hard because you don't want to squish it down, you want to keep it nice and airy. I'm going to roll it. There we go, I'm going to roll it. Roll it. There we go. And I have a nice, very light, fluffy rolag. So I'm going to make a bunch of these, and I'm going to put them in a basket. And so tomorrow night, which is Tuesday the 20th, I'll be at the Ephrata Fair with the Lancaster Spinners and Weavers Guild. I will not be in historical dress. I'll just be me with, I think there's 4 or 5 of us attending, and we'll be demonstrating different crafts. I don't know what they're doing. They could be weaving, they could be spinning, but I think I'm the only one with the great wheel. So if you're in the Lancaster area, come on down to the Ephrata Fair tomorrow night. I think it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. It's kind of cloudy here. I'm looking outside. It kind of looks dingy. It's supposed to have some thunderstorms this afternoon. So where I live, we're pretty lucky. I mean, it has been dry in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of drought warnings. But where I live, we're kind of like between these 2 mountain ranges. And then a lot of times we'll get rain when the rest of the state does not. So we are not as dire for rain as the rest of the state is. But we can use it. The river's kind of low. I live, the Schuylkill River's down the road from my house. And it's kind of low. Not as low as it was because we had some good rain last week. There we go. So I'm going to put my... So here again, my fiber. You can see there's not a great deal of it. I might have a little bit more on this one than last one. And I'm going to brush nice and gentle. Brush. See how gentle the process is. Again, you do not want to grind your hand carders. And this is even when I do it with regular fiber that has not been brushed at all. I do not put a lot on here. Nice and easy, nice and easy. There we go. So I've been demonstrating a lot this summer. I've had so much fun. This past weekend, I was in Mount Holly at the Halfway to St. Patrick's Day Festival for Burlington County. It was a lot of fun. I met some really awesome people. And I had some little kids that just had a blast doing the great wheel. And I was also spinning flax, which I will show another time because I'm doing this right now. So here we go. Again, nice fuzzy troll doll hair. When it's like that, you know you're ready to roll it. Again, nice and easy. I'm going to roll. Get it going nice and gentle. See how I'm just, it kind of reminds me of a wave, like surfing, right? Like an ocean wave. Nice and gentle. Just enough so that it holds, and then I will brush it down a little bit with my hand. See? Now I'm just going to brush it in the other direction. Here we go. Look at that. Beautiful. And I love the fall colors. So again, I will have a whole big bowl of these to hand out to the kids at Ephrata on Tuesday. And then this Saturday, if you're in the area of Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, the Bloomsburg County Fair is taking place. And Saturday, my team from the Lancaster Spinners and Weavers Guild, we are the Fidget Spinners, and another team from the Lancaster Spinners and Weavers Guild is also, we're all competing in what's called Fleece de Shaw. So we will have 2.5 hours to take a raw fleece. It has to be raw, which means the sheep got a haircut, and that's it. It was not washed. It was not prepped at all. So you put the fleece down, and we have 2.5 hours to go from fleece all the way to the shaw. So I'm the flicker. So I'll be grabbing the fleece, and I'll be using hand carders, and I'll be flicking as fast as I can to open up the ends, and then I turn, I flick again. And I will tell you, from holding them with this hand for 2.5 hours, the day after practices, these 2 little fingers, I can like barely move them. They're so swollen. And I wear gloves because you're going fast, and I still end up getting cuts from my hand carders because they're pretty sharp. I end up getting cuts on my hands from my hand carders because you're just going so fast. And then I hand the fibers to my spinners, and they will spin. And then they hand the spun yarn on bobbins to somebody who will then ply it, meaning that they'll have 2 bobbins, each with a single, and then they'll put 2 together to make 1. So Sometimes 1 + 1 does equal 1 in this case, but it's a 2-ply. So then they'll ply it together, and then they'll spin it on a bobbin, on a small bobbin, and they give it to the weaver, and then the weaver will weave the shawl. Now, the shawl, when you weave, you have fibers that go vertical. That's called the warp. They are done ahead of time. For us, we hand spin our warp also. So we spent hours spinning the warp. And then our weaver has it all set, ready to go. And then when she comes and then she gets the spun fiber that we do that morning or that afternoon, because I think it starts at 12 or 1, somewhere around there. I think it's 1. I got to double check to make sure I'm there on time. She will then weave the horizontal part of the shawl, which is called the weft. So that's Saturday. So I'm already I'm laying in bed last night and I should be sleeping. It's like 2:30 in the morning and I'm like, I'm not sleeping because all I'm thinking about is, okay, think of all the stuff I need to bring. And I do have a list. So I did get a lot of it out of my head, but there's still, I have to write some more stuff down, get it out of my head. Otherwise I'm not going to sleep all week because I get so into this. It's so much fun. So that's what's been going on. I've been demonstrating a lot. I did, the Hay Creek Festival at Joanna Furnace, which is about, I'm thinking 20 minutes east of Reading, Pennsylvania. If you are in the area, check out the Joanna Furnace. Go to their website. They have an apple festival coming up. They have Christmas at Joanna. The Hay Creek Festival was amazing. We had so many students come through on Friday, and this was the last weekend. So Friday, I was dressed in my colonial style clothing, and I was spinning flax. And so they would come and I would explain how linen is made, how it comes from the flax plant. And then I would, break a little bit of the flax plant open to show them the fine fibers inside. And then I'd spin some. And then I'd go to the grate wheel. There's usually 2 people doing that, but the lady that was doing the linen couldn't attend. So I was doing both. And then I had to sign their papers because if they did so many different chores, they got a free wagon ride. So it was nuts. I think I signed 250 papers. It was absolutely insane. I came home Friday night. I had no voice. And I actually had an ice cream for dinner. And I don't eat ice cream usually. Like once every couple months, I'll have some ice cream. I'm not a big ice cream eater. But it felt so good because my throat was so raw. So my throat's still a little because Saturday I was at, like I said, the Halfway to St. Patrick's Festival, and I was demonstrating all day. So you're just talking for hours and hours and hours, and they have music playing. So you're talking a little bit loud. So you're trying to project, and it takes a toll on your vocal cords, So my throat's still a little, yeah. And then yesterday I was with my grandchildren, so I had a lot of fun with them. We went to the park, and it's always good to see the grands. So actually, if you don't know what this is, I've seen this before. I don't know if you saw my tattoo. This is from my father. He passed away a couple years ago. And it's from the footsteps. When you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you, Dad. Excuse me. So this is my tattoo in memory of my father. And I should have done a little intro in the beginning because some of you might not know me, and that's cool, but I forgot. So I'll do a little bit now. So again, my name is Margie. I'm a retired history teacher from New Jersey. I taught U.S. history, world history. I am a history fanatic. So I think that's why I love demonstrating. Plus I get to play dress up. And who doesn't like to play dress up? It's so much fun. And I feel a connection with the past when I do this stuff. It's great. And so my husband, we moved to Maine for a couple of years, and then my mom is having some cognitive decline issues. So we said, all right, we need to help take care of her. She can no longer live on her own. So we sold her house in New Jersey. We sold our house in Maine, and now we live in Pennsylvania. We're about 30 minutes north of Reading. It's a lovely area. I have a town nearby me. I have cornfields and farms all around me. I go right down the road and there's horses. I go a little bit more around the corner and there's cows, and there's baby cows right now, and they're so cute. And I go swimming at Blue Marsh. Well, right now it's kind of too much algae, so I can't swim right now. But There's a lot of places to go hiking and biking and swimming. And now fall's coming, and it's going to be so beautiful. I know we're doing a train ride. There's a train that goes up to Jim Thorpe from here, and I think we're doing that. I know my brother's got the tickets, and so sometimes it's a steam train, and the train goes right behind my house. I can't see it, but when the steam train goes, I can see the smoke coming from the steam engine, and the steam whistle is a lot louder than the normal train whistle. So I get really happy when I can hear the steam train going by. So moved to Pennsylvania. We will be here, I think it was October 11th was our closing date. So we will be here 2 years this October. And it's been fun. I joined the Lancaster Spinners and Weavers Guild. I'm also a member of the Mahoning Valley Fiber Guild. And everyone is just awesome. We have so much fun. We go all over. The farmers markets are phenomenal. We go down to the Green Dragon in Ephrata. We do Leesport Farmers Market. We do, it's Reading, but it's like North Reading. And they have the Fairgrounds Farmers Market on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Green Dragon, like I said, is in Ephrata. That's on Fridays. And Leesport is on Wednesdays. We have just awesome, awesome farmers markets. And so, yeah, so that's what I do. I consider myself a historical demonstrator, demonstrating the historical great wheel spinning as well as flax preparation and flax spinning and wool spinning. Yeah, so my guild, we go all over, and that's what we do. And it's a lot of fun. And beside that, I'm very into, I go to CrossFit. I don't do as many triathlons as I used to. I used to do a lot of triathlon, but now I swim a lot more. I had one knee surgery already, and my knee gets a little tweaky, so I don't run as much. And I also had a roaring case of plantar fasciitis. Last Christmas, I couldn't even walk. It was horrible. Much better now, so I'm doing a little bit of running, a lot of swimming, a little bit of biking, but I don't feel confident enough with my running and biking to be doing any serious triathlons. So I did do 2 swims this summer. I did a relay for triathlon, and then I did a mile swim out at Knox-and-Mixon State Park, and that was a lot of fun. So yeah, that's what we're up to. And my husband and I are fixing up spinning wheels. We have one downstairs, actually. After I do this, I have to go downstairs and work on for this little girl who's so cute. And it's an old flax wheel from like 1750, 1740. Yeah, so that's what's going on. And I'm going to go because my mom's coming out. So I will see you soon. Thanks.